If you want money to work for you, not the other way around, you need a plan that fits your life in your 20s. This is not about saying no to everything. It's about making sure your income grows faster than your spending grows. A lot of people fall into lifestyle inflation without meaning to. A raise comes in, a new phone arrives, and suddenly your monthly bills creep up just enough to swallow the extra cash. The result is a quiet, steady drain on future you's wealth. This video gives you a simple, repeatable way to avoid that trap. The core idea is called the raise guard. It's a straightforward rule you apply every time your pay increases. It keeps your spending steady while your wealth compounds. It also makes investing predictable, not scary. You'll still enjoy life, but you won't give up your future for a few more dinners out. Let's break down how to make this work in practical steps you can start this month. First, find your baseline. Spend a full month or two tracking every dollar you spend. You don't need fancy software to start. A simple notebook or a spreadsheet is enough. List your essentials first: rent, utilities, food, transport. Then note your non-essentials: coffee, streaming, snacks, and small perks. The goal is to know what you truly need to live versus what you're willing to let go if money gets tight. Once you know your baseline, open 2 extra accounts that you don't touch for daily spending. One is an investment and wealth fund. The other is a lifestyle cap or fun fund. The exact names don't matter. What matters is having dedicated places for your future money and your present pleasures. Set up automatic transfers so money goes into these accounts as soon as you're paid. If you get paid twice a month, automate twice a month. Now here's the raise guard rule in plain terms. For any raise, bonus, or extra income, you divide it into 3 parts. The first part, about 60%, goes straight into investments and retirement savings. The second part, around 25%, goes toward debt payoff or building a buffer for big purchases that improve cash flow later. Things like reducing high-interest debt or saving for a new car that won't drain your finances. The third part, roughly 15%, goes toward lifestyle improvements, but with a ceiling. If you don't spend it, that 15% can stay in your lifestyle fund or be redirected to investments automatically. This is the crucial bit. The 15% lifestyle portion is capped. The cap makes your raises feel rewarding without letting your spending spiral. If you've already spent less than the cap in a month, the extra from that raise can still go into investments. If you actually need more than the cap for a special occasion, you can adjust the cap slowly over time, but only in small, intentional increments and with a clear justification. To implement this smoothly, use 3 habits that become automatic. First, automate the 60-25-15 split on every raise. If you receive a standard raise that changes your monthly income, apply the same ratio to the new amount. If a bonus comes in, distribute it in the same way, but you can adjust the numbers slightly if your debt payoff needs a bigger push or if you're rebuilding your emergency fund after a setback. The key is consistency. Second, keep your baseline expenses stable. Your essential costs should not rise just because you earned more. If your rent goes up or you sign a new lease, you can reevaluate the baseline only when you've hit a specific savings milestone and you're sure the new rent fits your long-term plan. Until then, your basic living costs stay the same, and your raises fund future wealth rather than a bigger present lifestyle. Third, apply a 30-day rule for big discretionary purchases. If you see something you want that isn't essential, wait 30 days before buying it. If, after 30 days, you still want it, consider using the lifestyle cap or dipping a small portion of the raise into the lifestyle fund to cover it. This delay helps you avoid impulse buys that feel exciting in the moment, but quietly drain your money over time. Why does this work? It lowers the friction between earning more and spending more. You're not resisting life's pleasures. You're controlling when and how you upgrade your life. You convert growth into lasting assets, not into a higher bill every month. And you make progress even if your income changes. Your plan shifts with you, not against you. Let's walk through a practical example with a typical scenario many people in their 20s face. Imagine you start earning an extra $400 a month from a raise. Under the raise guard, you'd allocate roughly $240 to investments, about $100 to debt payoff or an emergency fund, and about $60 to a lifestyle fund, with the possibility to adjust the cap if you need a special occasion. If you don't use that $60 in a given month, it stays in the investment fund. If you need a larger upgrade for a short while, you can temporarily raise the lifestyle cap and then bring it back down when the extra spending is no longer necessary. In the same example, if you receive a $1,000 raise, you apply the same ratio: $600 into investments, $250 into debt or a buffer fund, and $150 into the lifestyle cap. If you don't use the lifestyle portion in a month, you still gain the benefit of more wealth through investments. Over time, this approach compounds. Your future self thanks you for starting early and staying consistent. This is not just about numbers, it's about a steady mindset. The baseline helps you realize what you really need. The raise rule helps you stay honest with yourself about what you can enjoy today without sacrificing tomorrow. The automation keeps you honest when life gets busy. And the 30-day rule gives you a cooling-off period so you don't buy on impulse. To tighten the strategy further, include a simple monitoring routine. Once a month, review your spending against your baseline and your investments against your goals. Are you hitting your emergency fund target? Are you contributing enough to your retirement accounts? If you're behind on any goal, you can adjust the raise rule slightly, perhaps increasing the investment portion for a few months until you catch up. The key is to review, not to punish yourself. A practical investing plan helps your money grow without needing to be a stock expert. Start with a straightforward, low-cost path. Contribute to retirement accounts up to any employer match, then open a low-fee index fund or ETF portfolio for the rest. If you're new to investing, you can begin with a broad market index fund for the long term. The aim is to keep fees low and diversification broad. In time, you can add a tax-advantaged account like an IRA if you have room, or a taxable brokerage for additional investments. The important part is consistency and patience. You don't have to wait to feel rich to start building wealth. The raise guard makes your money habits depend on your actions, not your moods. It gives you a plan you can repeat every time your income changes. It also guards you from the most common trap, letting a bigger paycheck erode your future across months and years. Here's a simple, concrete checklist you can use next week. Track your baseline for 2 months. Open 2 extra accounts, an investment fund and a lifestyle cap fund. Set up automatic transfers on payday. Apply the 60-25-15 raise rule to any new income. Use a 30-day waiting period for non-essential purchases. Do a quick monthly check-in to see if you're meeting the baseline, staying within the lifestyle cap, and growing your investments. If you're behind on retirement contributions, shift more into the investment bucket for a while. If you manage a debt payoff target, keep pushing until you're on solid ground. If you're in your 20s, you have a real advantage. Time is on your side. Small, consistent actions taken now become meaningful wealth later. The raise guard isn't a fantasy. It's a practical habit you can live with long after the initial excitement of a raise wears off. It keeps your life simple while your money works harder than you do. I know this might sound like a lot at first. Start with one change. Automate a 60-25-15 split on your raises and create the 2 extra accounts. Once that sticks, add the 30-day rule for big discretionary purchases. Then, once you're comfortable, begin the monthly review. Small steps done consistently beat big steps done rarely. If you've tried different money plans before and they didn't fit, try this one with an open mind. It's designed to be gentle but firm, practical but not boring. It's not about deprivation. It's about clarity and choice. You'll see your money grow in the background while you still enjoy your life today. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend who's navigating their 20s and money. Hit like if you want more practical money routines that actually fit real life. Subscribe to this channel for more clear, simple guidance on money, investing, and building wealth without a lot of drama. And tell me in the comments what part of the raise guard you're excited to try first.